Tua, and they won last week in Miami. I know we're not going to skip to that. We'll get there. But I just want to point out, because we all been on Tua. Even the Dolphins, by the way, in that retreat, it's not everybody coming together, because Dolphin, people inside the building, the calls from inside the building, people from inside the building have been trying to get him out. And even when they won last week, even last week they won, they're like, okay, well, Tua's fine. He's fine.
Right. It was more about the Patriots, which he still hasn't lost. He still has lost to the Patriots, but it was more about the Patriots and their offensive struggles as opposed to the Dolphins. Michael, you let me right where I wanted to go, because I wanted to give props to the Cowboys. But
there you go.
This Tua Tagovailoa is the man of the hour, the man of this hour, the man of this week, player of the week. I mean, look, 6 touchdowns, 469 yards. He fed both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Michael, there's no take for me here. I just want to give. I want to give props to all the people out there that have ridden for Tua since the Dolphins drafted him 5th overall in 2020. I want to give props to all the people. They got a nickname, I forget what it is. Well, so let's name all the people that everybody has wanted instead of Tua or wanted to replace Tua with. So it was Tank for Joe Burrow, which was at the core of Brian Flores' accusations when it comes to Stephen Ross. So it was Tank for Joe Burrow, but then it was you screwed up by taking Tua ahead of the aforementioned Justin Herbert. Then it was, or has been, or maybe even continues to be for all we know, they're trying to get Tom Brady in there.
Tamper for Tom.
Tamper
for Tom.
Yeah, right.
And Tamper for Burrow.
Exactly. Perfectly said, okay? And not to mention the Deshaun Watson pursuit. I forgot about Lamar Jackson. Forgot about South Florida's own Lamar Jackson. So it's been Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, everybody but Tua Tagovailoa. And all along there's been this loud, vocal, passionate, at times obnoxious army of Tua supporters telling us that Tua was the truth. And I know one game does not a career make. I get it. But this is their day, and they deserve to celebrate.
What a game.
Those people deserve to say that they told us so. I'll say for my part, Michael, at plenty of times I've been like, let's be patient. I have called for patience for Tua, because I'm old enough, as are you, to remember the days when we didn't declare quarterbacks Hall of Famers or busts in their first seasons. We gave them time to grow. Somewhere along the line, we lost perspective when it comes to young quarterbacks, and it's like if you don't have it from the beginning, then you just don't have it. So I have called for patience for Tua, but I have never once said that Tua was that dude. Yesterday, dude was out there putting up Dan Marino numbers. That was ridiculous. That was incredible. Hats off to Tua. Hats off to his supporters who have stood by him through thick and thin and through all the flirtations with other quarterbacks.
You mentioned a nickname. You know what Florio calls Tua supporters? Have you heard this?
What is it?
The Tua-non.
Tua-non.
The Tua-non.
Well,
the
I think even the NFL.com, even the NFL Twitter account has gotten in on the act. I think they're calling it, the banner on the NFL's Twitter account is Tua Tagovailoa, and I think they say they're calling it touchdowns. I can't even really say it, touchdowns now. That's what
right.
He deserves all the praise, all the credit. Kid's been through a lot. Ever since the hip injury, he's been through a lot.
You've been patient. I have not been patient. I've just flat out said he's not good. I've said that. I'm saying this is not a good quarterback. And I've kind of dismissed everything else. Oh, he doesn't have the weapons. He doesn't have a coaching staff that's there for him. I'm like, it doesn't look right when he's there, when he's quarterbacking. It's fine. His record, I think, now is 15-8 as a starting quarterback. So 23 games, small sample size. And out of those 15 wins, he's only had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle together for 2. And those guys combined for 22 catches yesterday and 4 touchdowns from your number one wide receiver. And I said it that way on purpose because it's really, pick a guy who is less than. I have to reconsider. It's one thing to have upgraded weapons, but that's not really telling the story, is it, Mike? Upgraded weapons? Yeah. But you got Waddle and you got Hill and you got a coach who's all about putting those guys in position where they can make plays, and therefore you, as a quarterback, have an opportunity to do incredible things. So he didn't just get upgraded. It's like getting upgraded. You remember that 1993 Honda Civic I used to have? It was like going from a Honda Civic to a Bentley.
It's probably still sitting on the street in Belmont after you let my parents. Let's tell the whole story. This man, my parents, when they evacuated New Orleans and came to Boston after Hurricane Katrina, this man gave my parents his car, and they left it, and it's probably still sitting on the street somewhere. But continue.
Somewhere. It was great, and I was happy to do it too. They enjoyed it. That car was that 93 Civic was meant to be enjoyed. But it's like what he's going through under Mike McDaniel is not an upgrade. It's not support. It's revolutionary. Yeah. Maybe McDaniel is just talking, but going back, remember that we've seen the footage when he was on the plane and he called Tua and said, "Hey, I'm coming here.
Right.
You're built for greatness. I can't wait to work with you." McDaniel has said all the right things to him, put the right people around him, installed a scheme that is quarterback friendly, and now we get to see it. I don't know, Mike. Maybe they finished the season 8-9, 9-8, or maybe we need to believe what we've seen glimpses of, especially in game 2, but in game 1 as well. He had some moments. Maybe you're looking at a 12-5 Dolphins team. They got a game coming up against Buffalo. I don't know.
Your Bills. Hey, quick sidebar. What's the difference between domination and dominance? Because I hate the word domination. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me because it should be dominance, right? But I guess domination is actually a word. But okay, I digress, okay? What they have more than anything is belief. I mean, when you come back, I hate it. I hate it so much. What they have is belief. When you come back from down 35-14 against Lamar Jackson's Ravens. By the way, Lamar Jackson, may I say, has a hell of an agent, okay? Lamar Jackson's agent knows what he's doing. When you come back down 35-14 with 28 points in the fourth quarter, I don't know if Tua is actually good or as good as we saw him perform yesterday. But what I do know is now he has that team's belief. Now he has that locker room's belief in a way that I don't think he's had the last few years.
That's right.
So
no, he didn't.
And that's intangible. You can't measure that in 469 and 6 touchdowns. He has that locker room. He's galvanized that locker room. He had a large percentage of the fan base, but now he's got that team. Let's keep this theme going, Mike, though, when it comes to receipts. The Jets scored 14 points in the final 82 seconds. Oh, yeah, sure. What you got?
Before you do that,
yes.
One thing.
Yeah.
We've given Tua lots of love. How do you give up 28 points in the fourth quarter and call yourself a good team? How do you give up 28 fourth quarter points? You had a 28-7 lead at halftime.
Right.
You're chilling. You enjoying yourself. How do you give up 28 points in the fourth quarter? And as Harbaugh said, I can't imagine we had so many balls over our heads. I don't care who they have.
I was just about to say that the one thing you should know going into a game against Tyreek Hill and for that matter Jalen Waddle, but especially Tyreek Hill, is don't let them throw the ball over your head.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.